Hi guys, this is Bhaskar Berry. In the previous video, you've seen how to use NPO transformations. In the current video, we are going to look into the fuzzy grouping transformations. What is this fuzzy grouping transformation? It is used to detect duplications and eliminate the duplicate rows based on the similarity of strings in the selected columns. Okay, let me show you the demo of this. Let me create a new package. Let me rename it. Create a OLEDB connections to get the source. Drag and drop the DFT task. Okay, create a OLEDB source connection. There is a tbl fuzzy source, so in the source db there is a table which tbl fuzzy have created to just show you for the demo purpose. Okay, select the table. These are data, these are columns. Okay, drag and drop the fuzzy grouping one. Click here. Initially we need to create one OLEDB connections. For this, which needs to be pointed to some OLEDB connections or some other connections. Why do we use these connections? It's basically when this fuzzy grouping is applied in the transformations, it may create some temporary tables to run its algorithm to find the match or group based on them. So they'll be creating some temporary table. To create some temporary table, it needs some connections where it needs to create them. Okay, that's where these connections comes into the picture. These are the columns. So I'm going to select ID. If you see this ID, it's just integers, and the match type, only one type variable is exact thing. Okay, let me select name also. So name, if you see here, you have two types, exact or fuzzy. Okay, so I'm going to select fuzzy here based on the data type of that. And these are numeral comparison flags, it like to ignore the small case, uppercase, few other types of flags we have here. And numeral, this is mainly dealing with the numbers, because if you see that integer, this is a number, so it's dealing with that. And the similarity, if you go to the advanced tab, where we have a key in, key out, score, and threshold, at how much level we need to match them. Okay, this is all happens statistical, this is on the fly. Okay, click on OK, and if you click on advanced editor, we can see the some properties here. Okay, so this is a exhaustive property which you need to know about this. If it is true that every incoming row from the source, this fuzzy grouping, it looks, one particular row looks to the entire source data. Okay, in this options, what we can get is, you can get more desired, like accurate results if you're enabling these options to true. But it takes some time to fuzzy, it lowers the performance issues. Okay, so be careful while doing that. The input columns. Okay, this is a fuzzy input columns, and this is the output columns. Okay, click OK. So here I'm going to drag and drop some conditional switch, so that to get the exact match of that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use some conditional split transformations here. And one more thing here, we can see here in the advanced tab, key in and key out columns are there. If these both match, okay, before that let me show you how it would be there, how the result would be generated on that. Based on that, I'll add some more transformation. I'll just use the multicast transformation here. Enable a data viewer. So I'm just going to run this and show you how the output is going to be occurring here. And this fuzzy grouping will be used mainly when we have what do you say, not much of a grid. Okay, but these are results where we got we have 9 records here, and the fuzzy grouping also we have 9 records. But to know which are the exact matched group, so if you see there's some other columns here, key in, key out, score along with them. So if you see here berry and berry, the key in and key out has the same value, so it's grouped in other value. So one thing what you can do is you can check the conditions further, the key in and key out are same or not. Okay, let me run this. Okay, so to get the same group based on that key and key out, let me use some conditional split transformation here. In this conditional split, I'm going to use a column key. If key in is equal to key out, that means it's exact match. Okay, so I'm just for the demo purpose I'm using this. This one gets a default. Okay, now you can see the differences. It's taking some time to load. This is from source. This fuzzy here you can see that the exact match there, it's pointing like almost we're getting like 6 records here, and the conditional default which is not matching that key in and key out. Okay, they are like 3 records. Let me show you. Remember that now we are getting a conditional split 3 records. Let me show you one more thing which alters that row. So in the fuzzy grouping in advanced, we have used a similarity threshold at 80. So we got the conditional by default output, we had 3 records. So I'm going to decrease the threshold to some around 35. Okay, and again run the package. So you can find the difference. What was the values we got when the threshold value was 80 and now it is 33 or 35. So what would be the values you would receive in this conditional split default output? Okay, these are the records which are getting from the source. These are the from fuzzy, and these are the default splits. Now you can see that there are 4 records which was in the default conditions. This is because we reduced the threshold. The value of the threshold got reduced to what do you say 33. This is the reasons it varies depending upon the threshold values. Okay, Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel.